football game to be played, and we're away on Thanksgiving night. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd and 8. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Now motion him out of the backfield. To throw here on 1st down. Completed to his running back. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback drawing power for it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Looked like the defense eyes were elsewhere. And that really opened up an avenue for this fullback to power his way forward and reach that 1st down.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. A tight end in motion now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Dropping back to throw. Finds Chase on the slant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Hand off here to Lloyd. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. for him. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he gets this across the 10 before stepping out. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Back-to-back carries here. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to the well again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They give it to him again. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Offense off to a good start, Brock. Here's a 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory. Trying the right side. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll run for this, and he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
4th down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly, for his offense to get a 1st down.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's got it inside the 10. And he's brought That'll be the end of one here in our Thanksgiving night game. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the second quarter, and it's the Browns with it inside the red zone. They'll try and punch it in, and they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They'll hand it to him again. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. One down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Motioning one of the tight ends. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Headed out right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Receiver in motion, going left. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you can feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Chased out to his right. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Throwing from the gun. Nice loft on that one, but it falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Award that tackle to Michael Hall.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Got for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Michigan. That gets them a 1st down. Here's the handoff. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From midfield now. This one taken in by Chase. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Running back sent in motion. Third down from the gun. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Browns will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Working quickly here. On the move, headed right. That one hits the ground incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. They've got 1st down from the 31. Running it after the penalty. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 34. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. They're down to their final one in this half. It's a dime look defensively from the Bengals. 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. It's the Browns. In a nice spot, 2nd and inches. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. They kick the running back in motion. Pass play on 1st and goal. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get some late points and the lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And the Browns get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, I know it doesn't show up as a whole lot of return yards on the stat sheet. That's big time. Every single yard is a bonus, setting your offense up for success, and most importantly, taking the ball away and getting off the field defensively.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Cut near the goal line. That's a Cleveland touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns lead by 15 now. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Hits his running back. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
We send a man in motion. Second and 10 now. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Working inside the red zone. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Throwing it again here. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Pass play now. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Butker knocks it through. And doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Johnson now on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Now a give on the counter. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean. No gain here after a gain of only 1. And now they'll face 3rd and 9. Robinson sent in motion left. 3rd and long for him here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing from the gun here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll throw it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that.
And the Bengals are too much. They take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on second down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
He's on the move. That's complete, David Njoku. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Robinson sent in motion left. Throwing from the gun. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hand off to the back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Offense up to the line fast. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw it. Flushed out now to his left. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Running back sent in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
He's throwing for it! And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run here on 1st down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. from the 41. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offense in the hurry up here. On first down, they'll run. And there wasn't much he could do there. A small gain to the 43. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll try and throw it here. Escapes the pocket. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Working quickly here. They kick the running back in motion. That's a Cleveland touchdown. Now the Browns lining up for another 2-point conversion try. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he's got it. So they get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. That's the 3rd time they've gone for 2, and now their 2nd conversion. So they've done pretty well in that spot today, partner.
Oh, come on, Kate. You know better than that. Even though they're 2 for 3, you know what every old salty coach is going to say.
You should have gotten all 3 of them.
Bingo! Any team that's willing to go for it expects to find success every single time.
Where's my old coach? I thought it was pretty good. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Throwing it again on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Still sticking with the passing game. Forced out to his right. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals picked up the fumble and ran it home. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals drop the lead back to 13. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. Returns looking good so far. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. gets the handoff. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
At the 30-yard line.
Setting up a throw. He beams one deep right side. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Jordan Battle with the INT. 1 quarter left until we see who wins this game. And in honor of Coach, enjoy some turducken this fine Thanksgiving night. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do. Trailing here in the 4th. Ball at the 33 for first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He's on the move. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete out to the right. Rolling into enemy territory. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return starts at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. Back-to-back carries here. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Working quickly here. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's incomplete left side.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Robinson sent in motion left. 3rd and long for him here. Finds a seam down the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. To throw it on 1st down. This is hauled in by Ingram. Down the left sideline he goes. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big. They can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
From the red zone now. Escapes out to the left. Breaks, and he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals now within 1 score in the 4th. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Running back sent in motion. Airing it out to start this drive. He puts some power on a deep one left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Throwing off the play fake here. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. That's a Cleveland touchdown. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw now. Dumps it off to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They've got a man in motion. 2nd and 6 now. That's low and bounces short of his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's 3rd down now.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Throwing it again here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 10 now. He's on the move. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's when they should have run instead.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Working quickly here. To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. All right, we see he's a little worse for wear after delivering that throw. Gonna have to take a few moments as they come out to look at him. To throw again, it's Burrow. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's a give on 1st and goal. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. Getting out to his left. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
Awareness. Okay, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Chased out to his right. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals picked up the fumble and ran it home. The Bengals getting ready for a big 2-point try late.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
The flag comes out. This is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
Makes the score from 45, Bengals
Now with almost 2 minutes left, they're lining up for an onside attempt they need to recover. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. All right, set now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. To the line we go. They're set, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here he is to throw. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. PAT effort coming up. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.